Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my new press-on nails and I'm using acrylic to do this design. I'm going to be using the Glam & Glitz yellow colour Karen and also this pink sparkly one called Romantique. And I'm going to be using some holographic chrome pigment. This one is just by Nail Nails. I'm also going to be using some decals from the Queen of Decals. These are just some nice flowery ones and I'm so excited about these nails, you guys. This is my size 12 designed by Tony Lee acrylic brush and I just love it. So that is what I'm going to be using in this video. So I've got my nails to the shape that I want them, and I think these might be the nails I'm going to use probably the most often. They're a little bit shorter, but they're still long. Do you know what I'm saying? But they're just a little bit shorter. And they're already in a really nice shape and I don't really have to do much with them. They're just ready to go. So yes, we're going for a stiletto almondy type mid-length, I think, today. And yeah, I'm really excited about these. So as you can see, I've just painted that yellow on there. When you're working with Glam & Glitz, you need to work really, really wet. Once you get the hang of it, they are amazing. Like, let me just tell you, this set of nails that I'm doing, these are oh my god, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. These are a not polished design and I literally just use the acrylic to design these nails and I do not need to cap these nails. I did not cap these nails. It self-levels itself and it's basically just like you're painting nail varnish or you're painting paint on. Obviously, if you are doing this set at home on a client or on yourself and you are applying a tip and doing it as like an extension in that way, you either will need to cap or you would need to do your structure and then paint this on afterwards, if that makes sense. There's no strength in this, these are just design powders, but at the same time, for what I'm doing, not like I could just do this design with a nail varnish, they're not going to have strength in it that way, but I wanted to try doing it with acrylic and I've actually been able to do it and just painted it on and it just worked and I didn't need to cap it, so I was really, really happy. Even, you're going to see in a minute, we're going to do a glitter nail, even the glitter nail didn't need capping. In my head, I was going to cap the glitter one, like I didn't even think for a second that I wouldn't need to, but somehow I didn't need to. It just like, I don't know, it just like made itself smooth enough. I just did a couple of coats of polish and yes. So I started off a little bit too dry, I think, with this glitter one. I wasn't quite sure how I needed to apply it, but then I decided to go in a little bit wetter and yeah, that worked really, really well. You want to try and get as much glitter rather than the actual clear acrylic as you can, so that it's nice and opaque because it's just like a full glitter nail, but at the same time you do want to keep it quite wet. And yeah, just push it, pat it to where you want it. I think if you make sure you pat it down, that's probably why it stayed so smooth rather than me having to cap it, because it was just smooth. I just don't know how it happened, guys. It just kind of looks like a really sparkly gel polish. It's weird. So yeah, this whole nail is just going to be a full glitter nail. We're not even going to do anything other than top coat this nail. And I just think it's gorgeous colour. So once I was happy with that and it was all patted down nicely, I'm going to go in and top coat the yellow nails. At this stage, I left the glitter nail because it was still a little bit wet. I left that to dry fully before I top coated. So I'm going to go in and top coat all of the yellow nails and then cure for about 30 seconds. The reason I'm not doing full cure is because I'm going to go in with some chrome powder, and I just find that it works better if you don't cure it too much. So once it's cured, I'm then going to go in with the applicator and just apply this. It's going to be it's going to be a chrome fade basically, like an ombre, baby boomer kind of effect, and I think it worked really well. For me, I struggle doing ombres and like French fades and things, and this has probably been the easiest way for me to get one that looks decent, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely going to try getting some more chrome powders and see if I can try doing some more French fade type baby boomer ombre kind of nails. So I'm taking it a lot lighter when I get to the faded part and just making sure I get like the rest of it more opaque. We are going to go in with a second coat, so if you get your blend done okay at this one, you don't even need to think about it next time. You just like don't go as far up the nail, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just patting it gently around the fade just so that it has a nice fade to it, and then making sure the rest of it's nice and opaque. Once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to go in and top coat all the nails again, and then I'm going to go and cure again for 30 seconds and then come back in with the chrome and go over it again. And yet, like I said, I didn't need to focus it on the blend this time. I left the blend, and that actually made it even look more blended, because like it does make a difference when you go in with a second coat. You can definitely see it a lot better. So I just didn't go near the blend for this bit. Then I've gone in and I've got my top coat, and I'm just gonna top coat all of the nails at this stage. When you go in to top coat the glitter nail, I would just basically, I tried to do it nice and carefully and slowly, so that if there were any like glittery, obviously before the top coat it wasn't completely smooth, so I wanted the gel to seep into all the like nooks and crannies and everywhere, just to make sure that it was nice and level and smooth, and yeah, it worked, so I'm pretty pleased with that. It's up to you how many top coats you want to do. I think on the glitter I either did 2 or 3, and the same with the chrome as well, so you guys can judge yourselves whether you want to do 2 top coats or 3 top coats or whatever, but yours. So once, I mean, if you're doing this on a client, you're gonna do the thumb at the same time. For me, because I just had my 4 fingers here, I just did the 4 fingers, and now I'm gonna move on to the thumb. So the thumb is my favourite nail. Oh, I love this nail so much. I was so pleased with this nail. So it's gonna be a yellow with a glitter fade on it, and then also a decal. So I'm just doing the same as we did before with the yellow, painting it on. I'm just trying to keep it as thin as I could, but obviously you want to make sure that it's opaque, so that's like for your own judgment when you're happy with how opaque it is. But just placing it on nice and wet, and then really gently patting and dragging and getting it into place, but trying to like smooth it out at the same time, if that makes sense. Then once you're happy with the placement of the yellow, you can then go in with your glitter, and I'm taking it and making sure that it's nice and opaque at the tip, as opaque as I can get it at the tip, and then just gently and gradually blending it down the nail. So as you get further up the nail, it's more about like glitter placement and how you want the glitter. Like, I think I'm quite fussy when it comes to like, I have to have like bits of glitter in certain places, but yeah, that is totally up for you guys to do. And then yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then once I'm happy with that, and then like I said, I didn't even cap this one. I literally just went in with the top coat and did, I believe, one top coat at this stage, and then just cured as normal. We are going to do more top coats, but we are going to be putting a decal on this nail. My decals are from the Queen of Decals. You can get them at nailtechnetwork.co.uk. You can get all of these products at nailtechnetwork.co.uk, and you can also get 6% off if you use my discount code, which is IdleGirl, and it will always be in my description. So the way I apply my decals is I use this Chiaroscuro dip base. You want to be quick when you're doing this, and also it will separate on the nail, so you need to literally put it on and then have your decal on. So make sure you've cut your decal out and wet it and everything before you go in with a dip base. You also want to try and make sure that you place it pretty much exactly where it needs to be, because you're not going to be able to move it about properly if you're using the dip base to apply it. And then just go in and just press it down, make sure all the little nooks and crannies are pressed down and there's none of it showing like risen, because if it's risen it won't look as real. Like, it literally just looks like I've painted this on my nail, which is the whole point and the whole effect that you're going for. So I'm then going to go in and do 2 top coats on this and cure, and then that will be all of the nails ready. Now, because these are my press on nails, it's now time to apply them to myself. So I decided to just show you on one nail for this in this video. You guys, let me know if you want to see more, like me do a full hand application, but it's the same thing on every nail. Now, I do a full prep as if I'm applying acrylic nails. So I've surface shine removal, push back the cuticle, primer, dehydrator, like everything you would normally do when you are doing a nail. I've already done all that, and then I'm going in and applying. This time I'm applying with acrylic. So I used quite a bit of acrylic for these because I was working at a festival this weekend and I needed to make sure that these babers were going to stay on, and they have stayed on. So I'm very, very pleased. You can obviously just use glue if you want, but this is how I do it when I'm using acrylic. So I've just placed the acrylic on the nail. I've used quite a good amount. You want to keep it more centre of the nail. When you apply the nail, it will push the acrylic outwards anyway, so you don't want to put the acrylic towards like the end of your nail, not the end, towards like the side walls of your nail, because it will just all, like you can see there, obviously some came out anyway, but if you'd have put it right to the end, it would have all come out and it probably wouldn't have stuck. You need to make sure you get a nice, like almost where your apex would be, that's where you want to apply your acrylic, and then it like soaks into like the curve of the nail. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Hope you know what I'm trying to say. It does take longer when you're using acrylic because you've got to wait longer for it to set. Obviously with glue it takes like 20 seconds to set. With acrylic you're looking at a minute or 2 per nail, but I was more than happy to do that. And yeah, this is basically the finished results. They are still on right now. They've not been on long, to be fair, like 5 years or something, but I don't think they're going to come off anytime soon, touch wood, so hopefully, yeah, we'll be all good. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, you guys. I am really pleased with this set, and hopefully I'm going to have them on for a good few weeks before it's time to do another set. Sorry about the dog, she's so annoying. I can't get through a single video without her barking. But yeah, the thumb is definitely my favourite, and I just love the decal and how it works. And I love like the glitter fade over the yellow and everything. I love these nails, yay, I'm so happy. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Head on over to Nail Tech Network and you can pick up all of these products from there. And yes, I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah, mwah. Bye.